This is a 15-minute introduction into eJbcc. Where we're going to give you a brief overview of how you can purchase and access the JBCC documents electronically. eJbcc is accessed directly from JBCC's website at the following URL: jbcc.co.za. Type in jbcc.co.za, access the JBCC website, and from JBCC's website, electronic services, and click on the icon Purchase Documents. You now have the option to use the Basic Suite or the Pro Suite. Basic Suite allows quick and easy purchase for you to download and complete your document and save locally. Pro Suite offers a whole suite of additional facilities where you work within the cloud and a range of additional benefits become available. Very simply, you populate your name and surname, email address, your company name, and a VAT number. You decide whether you want project documents or reference documents, or a combination of both. Essentially, project documents are for use on a project where you have the option to populate the fields, whereas reference documents are completely locked and uneditable. So you'll select which project documents you're looking for. So if you're looking for, you say you're looking for a NS, select the documents you're looking for, minor works, or a selected subcontract agreement, continue. If it's a reference document, select which editions. So it asks you which editions are applicable. Select documents, click continue, accept the terms and conditions. You will be required to feed in a name of the project and will require a subcontractor. Select the terms and conditions that you've read and understood, and then click continue. Continue will then take you into the gateway, e-commerce gateway for using your credit card, and that may be also EFT is also an option. Finish populating the fields, the name of the subcontractor, and then click continue. Select which bank is applicable. If you're going to go the EFT option, if you're going to use a card, whether it's Visa or MasterCard. If you select card, you'll populate your card number, name on the card, expiry dates, click pay, and what will happen then is you will receive a button that allows you to download these documents in PDF format, where you save these documents online locally to your local computer and populate and print as you need. If you're needing any help, click Get Help, and there's a live support button or telephone numbers if you need. If you have any questions, there are some FAQs. You can click on any of the FAQs. And if you do want to use the Pro Suite option, you will click Pro Suite. Pro Suite requires that you use various web browsers. Recommended web browsers are listed, either Mozilla or Internet Explorer, and you will be required as a first-time user to create an account. Before creating an account, if you want to see what features or what benefits are offered using the Pro Suite, you will click Suite Comparison or more about the Pro Suite, or you can watch a video. Click Create Account to register. If you are an individual user or company office is currently registered and you want to add yourself to that profile, or company office is not registered, that would be a first-time user, or if you're not sure to see if your company has previously registered, you can do a search on that option over there. So let's assume company office is currently not registered. Click on that option and you will need to feed in all the details: email, create a password, some basic terms and conditions, who you are, how big is your company, and which association do you belong to, a cell phone number, telephone number, accept conditions, and create new account. If you are a returning user, you would then click on ProSuite Login, either at the bottom or there's a login button at the top here, where you will then feed in your username, your email address, and the password that was created at the time of registration. Feed in your email and password, click on Login, click Enter ProSuite. If you have multiple companies, this happens to be in my case, I have multiple companies, but a single user won't have that option. Click Continue, and you land in the ProSuite, where the first step in the process is we need to define our project, we need to create the project, and then we create the documents associated to that project. So projects listed on the left-hand side, documents listed on the right-hand side. To add a new project, we will say Add New Project. Test eJbcc project. Let's just say we give it a file code 0010, doesn't matter. Save and add project supplementary details. So it's successful. Click OK. And we now have the option to populate the details. This is prior to the creation of a document associated to this project. So it would be the project details, and we follow the legend being we're interested in everything with a yellow J. These are the fields that will be required in our documents, each of the fields with a yellow J. So we will need a project description, we'll need a project street address, applicable law, etc. You'll populate the details and click Save. Move to client employer details, populate the details for if they have never been listed previously. If they have been listed or the client has been used on a previous project, you will click on the plus and select the client from a previous project. Click Save, and it brings in the data. Same principle for the consultants. We need to complete a principal agent, and each of the documents requires 8 different consultants or agents, and we would need to populate those agents. So principal agent, I'm going to assume that I have previously used a principal agent, so I'm going to select the principal agent from my drop down, select Save, and then let's assume we've got 3 consultants. Firstly, we've got an architectural professional. We select who that professional is going to be, and we say Save. What we do need to do is define where this architect sits in the contract data. So you say Add Consultant Details, and there is a position that you say, I want this consultant to be number 1 in the contract data. So there is all the details, and we say Save. If I add now, let's say our quantity surveyor, select, Save, alongside add consultant details, populate all the information associated, select the position, which will now be number 2, click on save, and as we do so, you will notice that these positions are being reflected alongside. You have the option of clicking send update details invitation. That's an email sent to this particular consultant asking them to populate their details real time. As they populate, their data is automatically updated into this profile. Next tab, principal contractor. Select who the contractor is. Save. Let's assume we're not doing a subcontractor. If we were, we would need to populate. Arbitrator details, wants to know nominated by. We would need to type in there and say save. And the mediator details, there is no information required. The benefit of populating the supplementary details is that at the time of creation of the document, these fields will automatically populate into the contract data or agreement that we are creating. So in order now to create the document, we say create document for this project. We select, we have all the different editions and previous archived editions, edition 4, edition 5, 6.1, and current edition, which is 6.2. Let's assume we're looking for a contract data. We select the document. Let's say it's a principal building agreement, principal building contract data. We have forms, computational certificates, and a whole range of standard template letters, instructions, works, subcontractors. These are standard templates, which are quite useful. Create new document. And at this point, you will need to make sure that you have credits available to cover the cost of the document. So the difference between Pro Suite and Basic Suite you will use your credit card for each and every purchase. A feature of the Pro Suite allows you to buy credits up front, and you can see what your credit balance is at any point in time. So in my case, I have 1900 rands worth of credits, 1 rand being 1 credit, and you will, each time you create your document, reduce your credits available. So in my case, as I create new document, as I click on that button, it's going to deduct that amount of credits from my available credits. Gives you the opportunity to adjust your project name, the reference, the employer, the contractor, file code, whatever it may be, and purchase document. At this point, you can now get the document emailed to yourself to complete by hand if you choose to do so, or you can view and edit that document online. Success, click OK, and that document has now been created. So here is the document that's been created. It tells us what type of document it is, who is the contractor, is it a tender document, yes or no. There is a whole feature of tendering options within the system, which I won't go through in this demonstration, but it does allow you to create tender documents. So it says that this is not a tender document, who created it, which edition, when was it updated last, and the system will save each and every record that is saved within this document. So I'll show you how we do it. We have a series of actions that are available. What are those actions? We can view and edit the document, we can receive it by email, we can download it, we can compare revisions, we can collaborate with others on this document. So we can set up, we can send to a collaborator, we can use the sign-on features, which is electronic signatures, is a separate service that is available to the Pro Suite users. We can lock the document, close it or open it, which is locking it. We can hide or show the document, and we can define whether it is a tender document, yes or no. So in this case, it is not a tender document. How do we open the document? We can just quickly go view and edit, or we can just click on the left hand side, view and edit, and it will open the document for us. Open. Where we now populate All the blue fields are open and available for us to edit. We scroll through. You'll notice that the fields have all been pulled through into the document, and this will save you a lot of time in this completion process. Populate, and once you've completed, click on the save. Save this document online, and then these fields are then recorded for future use. There is the document. It's now revision 2. It keeps a record of each revision, and that is the process. Each time we want to say, we say create new document, update project details if we wish to, which takes us back to the supplementary details, create new document if we want to add additional documents. The system is sharing with Proxa and other suites of other documents, so it uses a common project and all of the documents are sharing the same common information. A library of reference documents is also available. Click on Office Reference Documents, and these are purely library documents for access to your staff members. And this concludes this very basic introduction into the Basic and Pro suites for the purchase of JBCC documents.